Been exposed to inner peace. That might sound strange, right? Almost impossible. But the symptoms are contagious. Do you have any of them? I'm Debbie Jo with Journey Into You, and today in this video, we're going to talk about finding our inner peace. So in the world that we live in right now, there's so much chaos going on, so much uncertainty for a lot of people, whether it's their families or their jobs, just their whole livelihood, whether they get to live where they want to live or they don't. A lot of things that are taking place that might create a little bit of chaos, a little bit of turmoil, a little bit of uncertainty. So I want to talk about how do we find that inner peace because we all have it. We all came with the vibration of peace. That's what I talk a lot about in the technique I use, Journey Into You, and in the high vibration cards that I use, 72 different high vibe words. Because my belief is we all came into this existence having all of the high vibrations necessary as a spirit being. So what that means is we have this frequency. We have the vibration of peace within us. We all do. We have experiences in life, and maybe like right now, all the things that are going on in the world that we allow ourselves to create a little bit of fear about, or we create that feeling of anxiety or the feeling of uncertainty. And we hold on to those vibrations, and all that does is it sits on top of the peace that we already had within us. Our peace never goes away. Our vibrations, high vibrations, never go away. They're always within us. But every experience that we have, we bring in whatever the emotion was of that experience, and then we set it on top of what was already there. So if we're looking at the symptoms of inner peace, what might that look like? I'm going to say it looks like a little bit of calmness, a calm response, rather than an outrage, right? Rather than a feeling of panic. So another symptom of inner peace could be stillness when there used to be an automatic reaction. Another symptom of inner peace could be that feeling of just enjoying the sound of the birds outside as you're walking along, going to get your mail and you're enjoying the little wisps of the wind that's blowing by you and the sounds of the birds or the little squirrel that's running by. Another symptom of inner peace could be no longer searching for validation because you already know who you are and you're okay with who you are. It's peaceful being in that state. It's peaceful knowing that you don't have to search out here anymore for someone to validate you. You know who you are, and you know you are enough. To me, that would feel like that feels like another symptom of inner peace. Uh, what about emotional balance? A lot of these things that we've talked about could fall into that, but there's so many more. Being emotionally balanced. You can be in any situation, in any circumstance, and be able to take that pause. When something takes place, you can take that pause before you react and go inward and ask yourself, is this me or is this them? Am I reacting to a previous experience that I've had in the past? Or am I reacting to the experience that they just presented to me? Maybe putting it at you. Pay attention to your reactions and where they're coming from. And see if you can find in there where you are emotionally balanced. And that's also with this next one that I want to talk about is present moment awareness. They all kind of go together, that present moment awareness. Where am I right now in this moment, in this experience, whether it's sitting in stillness, whether it's walking to the mailbox, mindfulness, whether it's interacting with someone. Where are you in those present moments? These are all symptoms of inner peace. Have you been exposed? Another way that we can find what inner peace looks like and feels like for us is just to take a moment and imagine going into your heart center. And in your heart center, that is where you would ask your heart to please share with you what your emotional vibration, what your frequency of inner peace is. What might it look like? What might it sound like? You might see a picture, you might see a color, you may have a feeling, or you might hear a sound. But your vibration of inner peace is specific to you. I have a vibration of inner peace, but if I were to share with you what mine is, it might be completely different than yours. We each need to go within and find out what your frequency of inner peace is. Again, it may be a picture, it may be a color, it may be a feeling, or it may be a sound. If you've been experiencing any of this lately, if you've been exposed to these symptoms, it's okay. You're on the right track. You're not broken. You're rediscovering your light. And in this example of going within and asking your heart to share with you what your vibration of peace is, what your frequency of inner peace is, that's one step in the direction of rediscovering your light. It all begins within, and you're on track. Again, I'm Debbie Jo with Journey Into You. If you found this video helpful, if it resonated with you, if you're in alignment with it, then please hit the like button and subscribe and come back on with me. Let's do some more rediscovering.